Each year, ISSA Canada recognizes and honors leaders in the janitorial supply and service industry who are committed to environmental management and demonstrate a dedication to the value of clean. Nominees for the ISSA Canada Environmental Stewardship Award must meet 4 of the 6 award criteria, including educate, train, and implement environmental awareness to staff, show a dedication to the overall cleanliness and health of a facility, use approved environmental products and chemicals, perform cleaning procedures with a high degree of safety, reduce overall carbon footprint, and educate staff on the newest technologies, products, equipment, and services available today. Past winners of the ISSA Canada Environmental Stewardship Award include the following. In 2016, the Granite Club in Toronto, Ontario. In 2017, Friday Harbour in Innisfil, Ontario. In 2018, the Metro Toronto Convention Centre in downtown Toronto. In 2019, BJIS of Toronto, Ontario. In 2021, Manulife Insurance Company in Montreal, Quebec, Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, and Yorkdale Shopping Centre in Toronto. And in 2022, the University of Calgary in Calgary, Alberta. In 2023, ISSA Canada is pleased to award Bouygues Energies and Services RCMP E-Division headquarters in Surrey, BC, and Charlotte Products in Peterborough, Ontario. And now let's hear some words from ISSA Canada's Executive Director Mike Nosko, who presented the awards during the ISSA Show Canada on Wednesday, June 14th.
Thank you for joining us today as we recognize and honor the winners of the 2023 ISSA Canada Environmental Stewardship Award. Once again this year, our winners have successfully met the award criteria, and we are very proud of their accomplishments in helping to change the way the world views cleaning. I'd like to offer congratulations to our first winner, Bouygues Energy and Services, RCMP E-Division headquarters in Surrey, BC. Elaine Gomez, the P3 service manager, and her team have worked extremely hard to meet all of the qualifications. The award was presented to Kingsley Fixawoo at the ISSA Show Canada on Wednesday, June the 14th. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate Charlotte Products, headquartered in Peterborough, Ontario. Your company continues to be a leader in our industry with award-winning cleaning products, innovative solutions, and sustainable manufacturing practices. This award was also accepted at the ISSA Show Canada by Jim Fleeler, Jennifer Meek, Matt Strano. I know you will share this with your entire team, and we thank you very much. In closing, I would like to express how important these organizations are in our industry as leaders in representing our global initiative to help change the way the world views cleaning. Thank you, and congratulations to our winners for all their efforts.
The submissions for this year's ISSA Canada Environmental Stewardship Awards were extremely impressive. Those submitted by the winning firms truly reflected what this award stands for: to recognize companies, individuals, and facilities that are committed to environmental management and a dedication to the value of clean. Listen now as ISSA Canada speaks to both Elaine Gomez of Bouygues Energies and Services and Jennifer Meek of Charlotte Products Ltd. to get an in-depth look at why these companies are so deserving of the 2023 award. Elaine, Bouygues E&S was awarded for the RCMP facility. Can you tell us about this facility and the strategy that you developed, not only that satisfied the goals of RCMP, but the goals of your firm as well?
Yeah, so the RCMP E-Division headquarters in Surrey is a 35-acre campus, and it comprises 5 buildings, 4 big ones and 1 small one, which is the guardhouse. All the facilities, all the buildings are certified to LEED Gold standard. And we're also BOMA BOMA Best Platinum certified. So, and our company as well is ISO certified to 14,001. So with that being said, we have a very huge commitment relative to environmental sustainability and the impact of our services and our activities to the environment. So we have our own environmental management program. With that, we have different policies under that umbrella, which includes the environmental management policy, the sustainable procurement policy. We also have our green cleaning policy. So all of these policies, these are practically the framework that we use when relative to cleaning. So with our sustainable procurement policy, we make sure that all our products are either Green Seal certified or Ecologo certified. 90% of the products that we use in this campus are at least certified to those standards. The equipments that we use as well, they must comply with the LEED Gold standards and requirements so that they have they either are HEPA filtered or they're certified by the American Rug and Carpet Institute, and that they have a low level of what do you call that, sound level. So those are the framework that we have relative to our green cleaning and the sustainability initiatives that we have in the facility.
So Jennifer, Charlotte Products is clearly one of the pioneers for the manufacture of green cleaning products, not only in Canada, but I would say probably North American wide. Can you give us a little bit of background on the company's 34-year history and how the business has evolved from the early days of green cleaning manufacture of products to today?
Sure. Thanks for that, Tanya. We really are one of the leaders and pioneers of green. It's actually over 37 years now.
Oh, wow.
So we've been doing this with a mindful thought that we want to look after people in facilities as well as the environment at the same time. So we do this by creating efficacious, healthy, and environmentally responsible cleaning products. And right here in Peterborough, we started out with Enviro Solutions back in 1994. And at that point, we were doing green cleaning when it wasn't really that cool. And the cleaners that were out there actually didn't work all that well. So we were fortunate to have really well formulated products that worked very well. We actually helped some of the third-party associations develop their criteria for green certified in a third-party certification, because we were one of the only ones doing it at that time. So our testing standards and the ingredients and all of the things that went into our formulations, even way back then, were above and beyond what was considered available for green certified. So we're really proud of that. Oh, yeah. We actually recently incorporated and formulated a new product, a USDA certified organic hand soap program, which is the first in its commercial space. And it's not only healthier for the environment, but it's also safer for human health, which is something that we've all kind of been made more aware of through the COVID timing, and we know how important it is to ensure that what we're putting on our bodies or using in our facilities are are very safe, especially for human health. So with the USDA organic soap, it's the highest quality of hand soap and it's formulated within accordance with the USDA National Organic Program, which again, there's nobody else in our industry doing that. So now you can go into a commercial space and have USDA organic soap in your dispensers. And be sure that it is safer. We certainly, over the years, have taken every opportunity to improve our formulas and our raw materials in a way so that we can ensure that we are using the best products and raw materials in our formulations, and we evolve those formulations as time goes on, and more efficacious and safer, more sustainable raw materials are made available. We incorporate those into our formulas to ensure that we're always enhancing and improving our formulas. One of the things that we do at Charlotte when we do actually anything, we consider the 3 pillars of sustainability. And that's a way that we are guiding not just our chemists, but we're guiding the whole team, whether it's sales, marketing, production, finance. We all look at the 3 pillars of sustainability in any type of decision that we're making, whether we're launching a new product, developing a new program, trying to incorporate anything at all in the company. We look at the economic impact, the social impact, and the environmental impact, so that we can always be mindful of how we're actually looking at sustainability and ensuring our commitment to sustainability. And our mission that we kind of live by every day at Charlotte is creating safe, healthy spaces for future generations. And that goes actually way further than innovation and of products and formulating and manufacturing. We even look at it as an opportunity to help our communities. So we go through various areas of our teams and our customers, and we look at ways that we can incorporate creating a safe, healthy space for future generations as a volunteer opportunity in our communities. Because for us, giving back to the community is as important as it is to support our communities with safe, healthy spaces in their facilities.
Awesome. So, I mean, obviously you've touched on it, Jennifer. Products utilized in any facility is a key component to any green cleaning strategy. So, Elaine, what does Bouygues look for in its green cleaning products? Like, were there any special considerations that you had to take into consideration for the RCMP site?
Yes, so because it's LEED Gold certified, there are certain requirements that we must follow relative to the chemicals that we use and the equipment that we use in the facility. So we need to take into consideration that the chemicals are safe to the environment and safe to the occupants of the building. We need to make sure that, like I mentioned earlier, they're either Green Seal certified or Ecologo certified. So those are some criteria that we use, and as much as possible, we don't use any harsh chemical for cleaning in the building.
Jennifer, you mentioned the 3 pillars when you are sourcing the raw ingredients for your products. Does this evolve? Like, does this change over time?
Yeah, absolutely. So things are always changing, and I think that's what's important, is that we always look at new things that are being made available. There's new technology all the time. I mean, we're excited that we're great innovators of formulas, but there's a lot of great innovative raw materials out there. And we certainly align ourselves with like-minded suppliers who want to make a difference in preserving the environment and protecting human health. So we're always looking at raw material updates, better options and things that can constantly improve what we offer our customers in formulations to ensure that we're we're using the most sustainable products, and also we're having the least impact on the environment.
Now, to be considered for the ISSA Canada Environmental Stewardship Award, 4 of 6 criteria have to be met. And one of those criteria is organizations who have best reduced their carbon footprint. So, Elaine, for Bouygues, this has been achieved with the assistance of implementing environmentally responsible technologies and energy management. And this is in addition to your green cleaning standards. So you were in your package, it says that you're anticipating an 18% reduction in energy usage for this RCMP facility, and then nearly $160,000 savings for these systems that were installed. What specific technologies were implemented, and what were the expectations?
So the building, when it was built, there were they call this a smart building, so much so that there are building features that save energy and conserve the use of water. So we have hands-free plumbing fixtures that were installed all throughout, low flow toilets, urinals, and shower heads. We have stormwater retention facilities for the landscape irrigation purposes. And we also have chill beams and efficient lighting system. So for the chill beam, it's basically an air distribution device with an integral coil installed within the space in order to provide sensible heating or cooling system. And there's also a lot of the building also has sensors so that, you know, when you walk in, the light will turn on automatically and off automatically when there's no more occupant in the building. So in that way, energy is being saved. We also have an energy target with this facility being a P3 contract, public-private partnership. There is an energy target that we must meet, and that's why we strive to, on a continual basis, ensure that our energy, the energy that is being consumed within the building is we're being efficient with our energy use, basically.
Charlotte Products obviously has been aware of their carbon footprint, but your company has made significant strides in recent years to even go that step further. Can you tell us about that?
We've done a lot of retrofitting of the facility to ensure the lighting and our heating systems and that we're saving energy where we can be. Our wastewater, all of those things have always been very critical to us. Putting up solar panels to reduce our energy consumption, and so what we've been trying to do is look at different ways that we could make an impact, and again, by looking at the 3 pillars of sustainability, we're actually looking at things that will help us promote a product in the end that is multi areas of sustainability. And what I mean by that is, you know, we looked at our situation during COVID, where we had supply issues with bottles, for example, and some raw materials. We had to ration some of our products and still make available cleaners, sanitizers, and disinfectants to our customers. And one of the things that we decided to do through that experience was to create our own blow molding facility across the street from our facility where we manufacture everything. What this did was allowed us to control our destiny, reduce our carbon footprint substantially, because we weren't bringing in bottles from China or from the US or from anywhere. So our bottles are made 500 meters from the facility. The process itself is actually regrinding and reusing all of the different waste products off of the blow molding experience. And so it's a very sustainable process that we're using in the blow molding area. And then also directionally, we took steps to develop a room called a HAZLOC room, so that we could create our own hand sanitizer as well. And through that, it was a long journey through COVID, especially, to develop a HAZLOC clean room in our facility where we could make hand sanitizers. Now we're one of the few in Canada that can actually do it. All of the distilleries and all of the companies that came on board during COVID to help our communities have, unfortunately, they are not able to produce hand sanitizers. They've gone back to the regulated way of producing hand sanitizers, which is through a HAZLOC room. So we're really excited to be able to do that, not have to bring it again from the US or somewhere else. It's also interesting that we're getting our ethanol that we use in the hand sanitizer 20 kilometers away from our plant as well. So again, we're not going across the country to get ethanol. We have a high grade ethanol that's available 20 kilometers from our facility. So you can imagine the carbon footprint savings there that are, it's great to be able to experience those. It helps us to, control our costs in these ever fluctuating cost time frames. And it also is a much more sustainable approach in terms of environmental sustainability. And then just from a social aspect, we're actually creating many jobs here in Peterborough, more than we have in the past. And we're really proud of the fact that we're growing in the community. And then we look at things that we're doing as well in terms of our innovation of our products, where we're trying every angle to try and reduce labor, to improve labor efficiencies, so that when we're developing programs and products, we're maybe using less floor finish, which of course is not necessarily to the best of our the best thing for us, because we're going to sell less product. But to us, it's very important that we sell and formulate products that possibly reduce the amount of product you have to use, or the frequency of how often you have to do something. So all of those different things are coming together and helping us to implement reduction in carbon footprint.
Tenant and employee buy-in are other important aspects of the success of any green cleaning program. How do you bolster engagement from your cleaning teams as well as your staff? Elaine, I'll start with you.
So within the facility, we conduct education for the tenants and the facility users. We do that periodically with them, especially when, say, for example, if we're introducing a new chemical or a new product, we'll let them know that we're bringing in this new chemical. These are the specs of the chemical, what it will do, and how it will improve our green cleaning program. We do as well an annual, and this is on the side of recycling. We do an annual education session with the tenants relative to our initiatives on our waste diversion and the other practices that we have for cleaning. We also conduct an annual satisfaction survey for all the clients and all the facility users. And the results of that survey is, of course, relayed to the tenants. And off of that survey, we create an action plan on how we're going to improve and how we're going to address the issues, concerns that were brought up relative to the results of the annual satisfaction survey. On a regular basis, we do have our computer management system wherein the facility user can call in for any request that they have. And as part of that computer management system as well, a survey is included at the end of the service request for them to provide an input or a feedback on how their service request was addressed by the housekeeping department.
Like that would apply for you too, Jennifer, because you have to get your staff to be engaged with the product and understand the inner workings of the product, but they then have to express this to your customers down boots on the ground type of thing.
That's right.
You know, what does your training playbook look like?
Well, we have an extensive training playbook, and we take our training very seriously, both internally for our own teams and externally, because to echo what Elaine said, education is critical. We really spend a lot of time educating our customers and our team as well. The importance of to understand green cleaning. It really just it's almost. It seems overwhelming, but it makes so much sense. And the more you educate your team and in a way that they can then relay it to our customers and the end users, we're going to do a better job if we can put those into various programs that will help them simplify the use of the products and the programs. So that's a really key thing that we try to do is maybe put together, for example, we have a program that's a dispensing program that has a hydrogen peroxide cleaner and a disinfectant and one dispenser. So you've got two products all of a sudden that can clean 95% of your facility, and it runs through a dispenser that's already pre-plumbed, pre-tipped, everything's ready, you just have to put it on the wall. And because it's all color-coded, it makes it very easy to train. So you're not only implementing a program that is easier to use, easy to train, it's a concentrate, so it's safer for the environment. It has a closed loop system, so there's no exposure to the chemical. And with using that type of a program, you're simplifying the whole training process and making green cleaning a lot easier, because people feel like it's a whole new world, a whole new experience. So the easier you can make your programs to understand, there's a lot of staff turnover, all of those types of things. People don't have a lot of time to train. So we make our programs as easy to use as possible. And we find that educating them combined with the programs to be very successful.
Elaine, how about you? Like for your health and safety programs, what does training look like from your perspective?
So we have a very robust training system relative to health and safety, from onboarding to the time that they're already, with us for several years. So from the moment of hire, we conduct an orientation, a health and safety orientation that is conducted by our health and safety specialist. And then we provide them, of course, the WMIS training, the initial WMIS training, and then on an ongoing basis, we have the WMIS review on an annual basis. They also have a chance to be part of our joint health and safety committee. They can be a member of that. And with regards to initiatives that we've had for our WMIS program, we've created QR codes for all our SDS sheets so that these QR codes, we adhere to the bottles, the chemical bottles that they have, so that if there's a need for an STS, all they have to do is scan the QR code, and it will take them to the particular STS sheet of that chemical that they're using. And also for health and safety, we conduct risk assessments for all the activities and tasks that we do relative to housekeeping. We also have risk assessments for any chemicals that we brought in, any new equipment that we bring in. We cannot just bring in any new chemicals here. It has to go through our quality systems management for approval. And then once they provide approval, that's the only time that we're able to procure the chemical. And that is part of our sustainability and procurement policy.
For the clientele that you have, Elaine, like do you find that there's more of your customers, the facilities that you deal with, looking for green cleaning solutions?
Yes, definitely, because nowadays there are quite a number of facility users that are here that have sensitivities. So they wanted to make sure that whatever we're using are environmentally friendly and safe to the occupants.
Jennifer, how about you? What are you seeing in the buying patterns of your customers?
Oh, we're absolutely we've always seen a trend upwards in green cleaning and third-party green certified products. And obviously that's kind of why we're going to the next step with the USDA organic certified, because it's even one step above that. It's safer for human health. So our customers are, I remember back in the day when we used to be bringing Enviro Solutions to market 20 some years ago when I started here. And it was, changing that transition from traditional to green products, and that it was so frightening to people and it was so overwhelming to people, and now it's just it's so apparent to everybody that it's necessary to have green products. There's no reason why you can't have. There's a huge supply of them, and there definitely evidence has shown, and statistics have shown that it is certainly much healthier for the people cleaning the buildings, as well as those who are occupying the buildings or visiting.
What tips, Jennifer, would you give anyone looking to take that step to a better green cleaning program?
Well, certainly not to get overwhelmed. There's so much information, and I think you know us well enough that knowledge transfer is so important to us. We have a training facility here in Peterborough that we developed in the last few years to help train people in person or virtually, to also help give the online learning program that we have, the content that we need to try and give people the confidence and the training and the information that they need to transition into a new program. We just want to make available any type of information we can to ensure that they realize that it's not that big a step, and that what you do, any move towards green, if you're not using any green cleaning products, any move that you make, you don't have to do it all at once. It's not to say that you have to go and change all of your products out and do green products as a replacement. You can pick and choose certain things that you want to implement and focus on, and then just keep evolving and improving and increasing the number of green products you're using until you get to be a facility like Elaine has, and everybody is feeling extremely comfortable with the products they're using and has the confidence and the excitement is there. I mean, people are learning and understanding. It's when people don't understand and don't have that knowledge transfer that it becomes very scary, but knowledge is key, and it makes everybody feel a lot more comfortable.
Elaine, how about you? What tips would you share?
I would say evaluate your current cleaning program and identify areas for improvement. Just like Jennifer had mentioned, you don't have to, change everything all at once. It can be in increments. You can do it in phases, right? And identify your goals. What do you want to achieve? And make sure that, the goals that you set are measurable goals. Right. And also green cleaning is not just, based on the chemicals that you're using. It's training is critical. We need to make sure that, all the housekeepers are trained. The facility users are also have buy-in into the program and are educated on the program that the custodial is doing. And then make sure that you assess the program on an annual basis. We do it annually here or on a periodic basis. We have a green cleaning audit that we do on an annual basis to make sure that the program is working. And if there are gaps, then we identify those gaps, we create an action plan, and we address those gaps.
What are your thoughts on winning this prestigious award this year?
Well, we're incredibly honored. We're absolutely thrilled to be recognized. And, when you're working at something for so long and, you just keep on going and you're excited and motivated by the impact you're making out there, it's really nice. But to receive such an award this year, we're exceptionally proud of ourselves and thankful for the organization for awarding that to us.
That's awesome. Elaine, is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Yeah, well, say thank you once again for the recognition of our team. Our team are very excited with this award. This is another, award that we have relative to our environmental initiatives in the building and company-wide. So yes, thank you very much.